part of everything I do. You're on my heart just like a tattoo. Hey everyone, your girl is here, so I'm officially up now. Very happy and excited, as you guys can see, but I'm working on calming down, right? So last night, obviously, those hearing aids, earplugs did absolutely amazing, and I was only, I don't know, actually I didn't look yet, but I only slept in an extra half an hour than normal without actually sleeping in. So, again, it's good that my body knows, right, that I need to relax a little bit. We're almost to the 40-day mark, right? We almost have the ticket to bounce off the walls, guys. So we just gotta keep it calm a little bit longer, right? So you guys know that. So anyhow, guys, I'll officially go ahead and go get some breakfast. This is the first time that Graham has beat me up in quite some time, which is crazy. So anyhow, guys, let's officially go get some breakfast. Probably just have some cereal this morning. Maybe have some bagels afterwards if I feel like it. But maybe not too. So, anyhow, I'll talk to you guys very soon. Good morning, Momo.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, how are you? The first time you beat me up in a while.
I've been up for a long time, since 6 o'clock.
Oh, wow. Everyone, your girl is here. It's now officially about 8:50. I am so happy and excited and thankful, right, for my proactiveness, because obviously today I called my place to see in New Smyrna. I tried to call them and see if they would run through the card, right, like they did with the keys. And it actually turns out that on September 14th, well, I guess since I'm not staying there, I can share. So it was supposed to be the Best Western in New Smyrna Beach. Obviously, amazing Atlantic views from the balcony. But unfortunately, guys, guess what? They're in for renovations. That's why they didn't want to charge the card. And I was like, oh, everything makes sense now, right? So it was crazy, but I found another place, and obviously then now I'll stay there. It is actually a little bit more, but it'll only be about $100 because you do have to pay for parking. But holy cow, guys, I am very happy that I'm on top of this today, because I was like, I mean, it's not totally bad, but it is, because if I would have waited, guys, it probably would have been really, really close, and I may have not have had anything, and I would have had to go up to like Daytona Beach and then drive. Well, it's not really that far of a drive, but you guys get the point, right? Like, you want to wake up and you want to go about your day, right? You don't want to wake up and then have all this time, right? So, I thought that was really, really cool, honestly, that I'm keeping on top of it. So, anyhow, I was able then to, like I said, go ahead and get that today. So, very happy and excited that they had rooms, and I was like, thank gosh, you know? So anyhow, guys, just wanted to come on and share that little update here. So I'll officially, though, go ahead, though, get my waters started. I haven't started any of my waters because I was right onto the Florida kick today, and I'm glad I did, guys. Very glad I did. So anyhow, guys, we'll officially go ahead, though, like I said, and go get my waters around, start doing some exercise, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Do they need to go bye-bye?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Your girl is here. It's now 10:44 with 6,000 steps. Obviously, the sun is coming out, which is absolutely amazing. Obviously, you guys, well, actually, no, I didn't include it, so I'll include it now. Yes, you guys can obviously see all of the insane rain. Well, actually, I talked about it last night, and I talked about it this morning. My bad. But anyhow, I'll just include it 2 times. No big deal, right? So anyhow, guys, yes, you guys can obviously see the grass. There is still some shadows out there, so I'm going to have to hold off on the mowing, and therefore hold off on the picnic. I did realize it's just a cool indoor picnic, so make an indoor picnic Monday. But obviously, I do have that sweet corn, so I was thinking like Florida Keys round 2. So it's like sweetness on a stick, and obviously like a shish kebab kind of thing, right? So obviously my selfie stick that I use, right, whenever I go snorkeling, right, underneath the water, duh, right, that is a straight stick, right? So I think that's kind of cool, honestly. A cool little twist into all of that. So, but also if the, you know, I'm gonna have to butter it and then salt it and then walk them out there. And I was just like, you know what, with all the rain and everything, and I'll just go ahead and just do it now. Obviously, it wouldn't be anything to clean up, and I might actually do that if I decide to. But it'll be the white pears, obviously, because those are sweet and they're kind of like in a stick. The cheese curls, right? So obviously those are in a stick kind of shape. And then the corn, that's obviously in a stick shape, right? And then I'll probably have like, I don't know. Well, I could actually have carbless egg salad again, right? Then I have to put off that thing again, at work, right? But I could have a carbless egg salad because a lot of fish actually lay eggs too, right? Everybody knows from Finding Nemo, right? I forget. Oh, clownfish. I think they're called clownfish. Yeah. So obviously they lay eggs, and a lot of other fish lay eggs. And speaking of that, I did also watch Carissa Dives, and she helped me understand, because I've actually had that question. I never asked it though. The darker pockets is where the corals are, right? Which is good to know, because then I can start, obviously once I snorkel, but from the overseas highway, just drop it down in those areas. And you guys can definitely tell it was so deep in there, you couldn't really even tell, actually. That's how deep it was. So like I said, I'm going to try to find that video where that girl, and obviously Alyssa Blake did it too, but I'm like, I think what they're doing is they're recording elsewhere. Maybe they got it in a drone footage, and then they're giving a misrepresentation. Like, obviously, it's not that bad, but it can. For some people, would they want to stop or not? Well, I mean, obviously, there's the open ocean. You can see sharks anywhere. But I don't really know how I feel about misrepresentation of the Keys. Because, again, that's 40 and 50 feet deep, right? You guys saw I was basically didn't have any chain left because it was like a good, about 20 feet to get down there, And then I was down there for a while. Let me check and see who this is, actually. So just a prank as usual. But yeah, like I said, I might actually end up doing that. I might actually just, do that today with the egg salad and all that. But yeah, that actually concluded what I said about the overseas highway. I'll try to find that one video, though. But then, anyhow, guys, I was also thinking about, taking out that really thick chain and possibly buying another 45 feet in that exact, just because it is a lighter chain then to carry too. So I was definitely thinking about that yet. Then other Florida updates. I am thinking maybe some kind of like blanket, or like a, I don't know, like noodle, yeah. See, but I don't really know how I would connect them, because what I was thinking is obviously, with, capsizing and all of that, if I have one of those, circle, donuts, right? If I have one of those off to the side of the paddleboard attached, would it be enough, lag, right, behind it? Because obviously it's going with the current too, right? So would it, swing me around and, bounce me around? I don't really know. But that's definitely something we need to test, right? And just kind of see, but I don't really know where to test it because we don't have big waves here in Pennsylvania, right? Except, obviously, at Lake Erie. I should have actually tested that when I was at Lake Erie. Dang. But yeah, like I said, because I was thinking, well, or would the waves be so much that the donut would go under and then my paddleboard would start to gravitate towards where that was? Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm still thinking exactly what I'm going to do as far as that realm. Because you definitely don't want something where the waves would just, weigh it down. You know what I'm saying? And then you start to go down too because that is attached to the paddleboard. Or could you just easily detach it? Well, but then you look like a seal, right? So still working on all of that, obviously brainstorming all of that. But yeah, I mean, other than that, that's pretty much the morning updates here. So I'm very happy and excited to have done all that. Obviously, you guys saw I did the trash too. So yeah, other than that, we're officially ready to roll. So like I said, I'll go out and check the grass, and then I'll just, do 2 ears of corn at once. I'll have my egg salad, or I'll do the corn, then I'll have the egg salad, then I'll do the pears, then I'll come inside and do the other 2 ears of corn. So, the sweet Florida Keys, no. Well, I mean, if I used the rest of that blue Gatorade, then yeah, it would be the sweet Florida Keys on a stick, right? Or sweet Florida Keys shish kebab, right? So yeah, or make a shish kebab Monday. Yes, make a Florida Keys shish kebab, guys. That's what it can be. So yeah, with a diving twist, right? So yeah, I think that'll be good for a picnic for today. And yeah, other than that, I'll officially go ahead and get going and edit these films, and then I'll talk to you guys very soon. Alright guys, here we go. Like I said, from the start to the end. Turn it on high and check it out. Alright guys, 10 minutes later about, and here it is. Graham obviously stole one of my eggs for her salad, so we'll just have one. Actually gonna eat it whole too. Alrighty, here we go. A full 11 minutes, 21 minutes later. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So here I officially am now, very happy and excited still, obviously. So I obviously have since finished my lunch, my corn. So now obviously I brushed my teeth to floss them. Now I'm gonna go brush them. But that's pretty much it for the updates for today. Obviously tomorrow we could, I'm sorry, not tomorrow, Wednesday afternoon, right? We can get out my other raft that I have and kind of put it on and see. And we can also brainstorm, but we're actually going to get out the paddleboard. Like I said, Wednesday evening. And we're going to like rearrange things, and just kind of see, like what can I put that will again be good, But also, it actually might, well, I'd have to put on so many. Like, it could actually keep me stable, too, right? Like, say, for example, I got, well, I don't, like, think of it like, for example, a fence, right? So, fence post. But have them closer together and have, like, a steady thing, like a steady bar at the bottom. You usually see that a lot at, like, construction sites, right? They have like multiple like small cones and stuff. You also see that on the interstate too sometimes. Obviously you see that in Florida. They have them plastic markers that like, for the express lane. So maybe get something like that, and maybe having that would somehow cut down. I mean, I'm trying to think, would it actually cut down though on the... Either way, I just don't want to start to, sink out there, right? So, like I said, I definitely have to figure out that. But that's what that's why we're busting it out, guys, on Wednesday. Because then we're already 5 days into the biggest month. And then we only got to do that 5 more times. And then we're at the final month, right? Yeah, did I literally just say that? Yes, guys, I literally just said that. So, yes, we definitely, again, need to figure out that paddleboard this weekend here, and just keep, brainstorming, right? Like, try it, and then if it doesn't work, brainstorm something else, right? Because, again, I definitely don't want to be looking like a seal, right? Especially, you guys saw how fast they swim, so you don't always get the curiosity, right? But I'm hoping that I would get curiosity, right? Because sometimes you don't see them coming, right? And they're going like 30 miles an hour, which is just insane, right? So, anyhow, guys, I'll officially go ahead, though, and get going, get this video up. Yeah, and then we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Oh, and also, I thought it was really cool with the salt on the corn, right? So, it's like a sea salt, right? So, it fits the Florida Keys perfectly, right? Because it's salt water. It's not fresh water. So, anyhow, guys, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.